ask if I never know. Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of
3, 2, 1.
Hey.
Hey, buddy, how you doing, my man?
I'm sitting here feeling a bit confused at the moment because when we're getting ready to start the show, I'm putting like out a welcome message and doing a few bits and pieces. So I'm not always paying attention to the screen, and I'm now sitting there thinking that was the same music as last night. So did we play the same intro for Talking with Demons as Into the Fire, or? Oh, we know you. I'm kind of lost off with the intros because they've all been switched around, haven't they?
I switching. I'm just rotating what I'm doing. I'm just rotating. But no, that's not.
Hey.
That's this one's King Voodoo, and
Yeah.
it's a whole different artist on the Talking with Demons.
I thought that's what you played last night. You see, I thought you played King Voodoo last night.
Oh no, King Voodoo. Only tonight. Only tonight.
Oh, tonight. I will have to check back and see because I could have sworn we played King Voodoo at the start of the show last night, but who knows? It was a strange night.
I mean, maybe I did. I don't fucking know. Maybe I did, Bob. Now you're starting to get me to question myself.
Well, there you go.
Close. I guess the song is kind of close. Hang on, let's see. Let's take a gander real quick. It's close.
That wasn't the one you played last night, though, was it?
Yes, Bob. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. You're making me guess myself. I don't know now.
I can check that show now because for some reason I had it in my head that we played King Voodoo last night, and maybe it was just bouncing around my head. I don't know.
Maybe you've just been having it in your head. I don't know if you're anything like me, but every day I kind of wake up to a new song playing in my head.
It could be because it's King Voodoo.
You're obsessed, Bob. We're going to buddy.
I must be. How's your day been?
It's been pretty good. Pretty good day so far. I mean, it's a Saturday. Can never go wrong on a Saturday. It's not raining here, as you can tell. You can see the sunlight kind of blasted in my face. So
excellent.
That's a plus. I got an old man nap in as well, and we just got through doing Delinquents Ball on Inner Demon Radio. So we're doing.
Yeah, I was tuned in. Some good music on there. Played some cracking tracks.
Yeah, it was a good show tonight, wasn't it?
It was, and getting out there. I don't know if it was the last track, because I left when you played Catcher there after she played. So you getting our Inner Demon Hall of Fame inductee out there.
Yes. Congratulations to her, Katya, for being the second inductee into the Inner Demon Hall of Fame. Congrats to her. Well deserved.
Congrats.
Well deserved. Just like with Kids Drive, that was our inductee, the very first ever Kids Drive. Now, every month, we're going to be continuing doing this stuff.
Yeah. We're getting organized.
We're trying. I mean, that's
we're definitely trying.
That's right there. But we're just kind of sliding by a little bit, I think.
Yeah, but we can manage it.
So we had planned tonight to have a band called Pretty Babs on the show. Last minute, the band couldn't make it. And the week prior, we had plans to bring another band on, but me ended up getting put in Facebook jail the day of the show. So I had to do a quick cancel on them. And so we was trying to find time to be able to fit them back in for another show. And since Pretty Babs couldn't do it, he was more than happy to hop in and do it with us. Last minute. So I want to say thank you to him as well when he came on. But yeah, we got a pretty good show tonight. These guys are a really good band.
I'm kind of looking forward to this because I haven't got any of their music. I haven't heard any of their music. I've been waiting. So it's actually going to be a full on intro to the band for me tonight. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
You're in for a treat. So let's introduce the band. Everybody, let's welcome Splintered Reality. This is Chris. Hey, welcome to the show, buddy.
Guys, how's it going?
Hello, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Excited to be here. Thank you for the interview, guys.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed that you've managed to get in a band. No wonder you do so well in a band, because you've got 3 arms.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time understanding you there a little bit.
That's all right. I'm just being an idiot. I'm just saying you've got 3 arms there, but you've actually got Kirsten sitting beside.
It's hey, gotta wake one of them up, right?
No wonder he plays guitar with 3 arms, right?
No, that's it.
Start with 3 arms. I should be really famous right now, then, if that's the case.
I mean, it almost sounds like he does. So.
Well, I say that I haven't heard any of your music. I haven't heard a song all the way through. I'm looking forward to it tonight to sort of have that intro. I've been waiting because Sid set this one up originally, and he said, "Oh, it's a really good band. You're going to really like them." And I thought, well, I'm going to wait for the show so we can get a reaction as we go along. And the only thing I've seen is I went onto your site for the Facebook tonight, so that I can get the link so I can share it out in chat as we go along. And I saw a tiny little clip of you guys on stage and some guy running around in a kilt.
Yeah, we were that was our show that we played at Blue Ridge Rock Festival. That was we had 20 minutes.
They had 20 minutes, but there was at least like 2,000 people in the crowd watching him.
Roughly.
Nice.
It was really cool. Like, we had a lot of people that were, I think it was Reclaim as Romans were coming up right after we had left the stage, and we had people over in the Golden Circle pit. They were really enjoying it. When I came into this band, I had no idea what existential nerd metal was, and when I heard it for the first time, like what you're about to do right now, Bob, it's a twist. It's pretty sweet, though. I really love it. Like,
explain to everybody what that is. Explain to everybody what that is, Chris.
Existential nerd metal. So, from what I understand and from how my vocalist explained it to me and in my own words, it's like we basically write music about nerdy culture, fandoms, about Marvel and DC Comics,
Kingdom Hearts,
Dungeons and Dragons. We take people's imagination of these different characters, and we just kind of we make it into our own music and just kind of write a story about it.
Right. So the music relates to sort of sci-fi or cult fictional.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, now I'm really looking forward to see how it all pans out.
Awesome. Like I wrote that song Xenomorph, and we had played that at Blue Ridge, and it
blew up.
It blew up pretty quick. Like I honestly, the only thing I did with that song was write the riff. Rick did the rest.
Nice.
It's good
it
stuff.
was fun. I really enjoyed it.
The song is really good. I enjoy the band, and I like the idea. I think we had a band not too long ago, probably about 5-6 months ago, the band called Whatever This Is, and they do the exact same thing as kind of essentially like what you guys do as a band, where they take pop culture, and I think a lot of it that was doing with like Star Trek was one of the cover was actually Captain Kirk.
Oh,
it was, yeah.
Yeah, so every song had something to do with something about pop culture or science fiction.
If you
It was
trying to send me the link to that, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I can certainly do that. I did a review on the band because at first I thought, "Ooh, this is a bit strange. It's a bit unusual." But you're right. They almost wrote the EP as though they were doing this space journey. So there was different phases that went through each of the songs, and I think all of the band did various vocal things. But the fun part that really sort of started it all off is I think they called the EP Intergalactic Panty Dropper.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and it was Captain Kirk, wasn't it, looking at this lady's legs with her knickers around the ankles, sort of thing.
Yeah, Captain Kirk ankles. It's got the silhouette of the lady with her panties down to her ankles, and Captain Kirk sitting in the captain's chair like this.
I remember that episode.
That was every episode, wasn't it?
The first real playboy of intergalactic relations.
There
I'm
we
a Star
go.
Trek nerd.
Hello, good evening. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. So we got Splintered Reality. Tell us a little bit about how you guys came up with that band name. Do you know the story about that, Chris?
So unfortunately, being honest, I do not know the whole story behind how the band name came to be. As I'd have to let Rick answer that one for you. I do apologize.
We can introduce the audience that tuning in now or tuning in later. We can introduce them right now. Who Splintered Reality is? We can play them a video, give everybody a little a taste of.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys get a good taste of existential nerd metal, man. It's definitely it's something new.
It is
like its own,
really
it's
is.
like its own genre.
So we're going to actually, since you talked about Xenomorph, the one you helped write, we're going to play. Yeah. We're going to play that for everybody.
Okay, cool, awesome.
All right, guys, this is Intro Fire, and we're hanging out with Chris from Splintered Reality. We'll be right back, guys.
care next.
Man, what a great song.
Hey, and we're back.
Yeah, we're back. So yeah, that was a really good video.
Hey, yeah, man. Yeah, Rick actually is the one that did all the videoing for the song when he released it, and yeah, it blew my mind as to how much time he put into it.
Well, did they hire that dancer? Did they hire the dancer Did they hire that dancer to do that video?
Oh no, I don't know how he got the person in there. I think it was just part of the video editing that he was doing. He was like probably piecing things together.
That was just wicked. I liked it because I liked the dancing part. Then you start seeing that chick with the black hair. Looked like she was almost possessed or something. I don't know what.
That was really awesome how he did that.
It was like dark and beautiful at the same time.
Exactly.
Like yeah, it's kind of like the balance of light and darkness with the video. You had the girl in white dancing, and you had that chick in the black hair. Looked like she was possessed.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. I love
Good
that
song
video.
though. Great song.
It was, yeah. I enjoyed it. I've got to admit, I was sitting there thinking, right, if it's something to do with sort of sci-fi or something sort of like comic booky or something, could I identify it? Unfortunately, I failed on that front. I don't know if it was meant to be anything I identify, but I'm not the biggest geek when it comes to that sort of thing. But while I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, there's something about this tune, and it's got this like hypnotic quality, and it really sort of drags you into it, and by the end of it I could just feel yourself, and you know, you could have carried on with that rhythm in it forever, and I'd have been quite happy just sitting there listening to it.
Oh yeah, it's the way we write things. I try to get a little bit more complex with Rick sometimes. Like I'll sit there, we'll sit in the studio for a good solid 2-3 hours sometimes, and I'll sit there and just play something, and I'll just be like, all right, you let me know when you hear something.
It works though, doesn't it? You know, you're just looking for that one thing that you can snatch onto, and then where can you stem off it onto a slight variation. But it had a hypnotic quality, and nice work.
Thank you.
I also like the sort of twin male and female vocal bouncing in there as well, which was interesting to listen to, because you don't often get that.
That was our backing vocalist, Miss Mindy J. She's been in the band a lot longer than me, and she has got some really good vocals. She's actually a soul singer.
Nice.
From what I understand, but she really nails it. And me and her tend to sometimes tag team whenever me and her and Rick are all doing a song, kind of like I know it's not on your list of songs, but if you guys want to check it out, 2 Weeks Notice is one of her core songs that we do.
Nice. She's got I've heard some of her where she's come in and chimed in. You can definitely hear the soul singing vocals that she adds to it. I think it's great.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man. She does a really good job. We're really proud of her.
Good. Now, I've got to ask you, Chris, because I started to ask you when we were backstage, and then thought, no, don't. I need this to be in the interview. You know, sometimes we almost trip ourselves up with this. But obviously, as we can all see, you've got makeup on. I'm presuming it's not tattoos; it is actually makeup, But so I guess you put that on special for us tonight, or does Kirsten do that for you? Do you do it yourself, or?
I do it.
She usually does my makeup on the normal for me. I used to do it by myself, but she can kind of put a better spin on it.
All right. So how long does it take to prepare when you're putting that on then?
Usually when we do like a full setup for it, it takes me about 30 to 45 minutes because I do like the base and then I do the eyes and then I work around. I use like a little bit of stage paint, my makeup as well. But it's totally worth it because the end result is usually amazing. We didn't have a whole lot of time because he had just gotten off work. So we just kind of threw it together.
I just kind of, we both just kind of tag teamed this one.
Well, it's cool that you got yourself a little persona that you put out within the band. That's really cool to do.
Thank you. Yeah. So I remember when I first joined the band, like I didn't have this persona at first, and what got me turned on to it was when I figured out the drummer Travis. He, his nickname in the band is called the Kraken, and there's a reason for that. So from what I've noticed when we perform on stage, our before Blue Ridge, our last performance was actually at the Maywood in downtown Raleigh before it got shut down. This was before COVID hit. And as hard as he plays on the drums and as hard as he hits them, he physically can break these cymbals and the drum heads just with his fists and the drumsticks.
I can attest to this because he showed me.
I mean, these cymbals are literally shattered. Because of how hard he hits.
That dude's a hell of a drummer.
I mean, he's insane. He's like an octopus. He kills it.
So how many of you are in the band? Is it 4, 5, or?
There's 5 of us. You got
Five.
Rick, who's, like I said, none of them are here tonight, unfortunately. But you got Mr. Rick, who's the vocalist. You got Mindy J, who's also the backing vocalist. And then obviously you have me, Ghost. And then you got our bassist, All Might, and then you got the Kraken.
Sorry, the bassist is called?
All Might.
All Might. I thought you said Marmite for a minute there, so.
That's cool.
Okay,
That's
I'm having
cool.
a little hard time here. I haven't had my coffee yet. Give me a second.
I think it's cool that bands do like these stage names. It reminds me how they used to do it back in the 80s, like with Motley Crue. They had stage names. You had like a Kiss had stage names. Slipknot's got stage names.
Exactly.
I think it's cool. I always liked it. Vince Sevenfold stage names.
The cool part is like for Ghost, for instance, it has a persona of the guy from the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, the guy that has the flames.
The Diablo.
Yep.
So, like, I do not take no credit for this. Just FYI here. I'm trying to copy somebody here just because the face paint. I know it kind of resembles him a little bit, but I do my best not to copy him completely. I like having my own persona. But me and him kind of relate to the same background here a little bit. He obviously, you guys know the story behind El Diablo. He incinerated his family, has no control over his power, and can basically incinerate everything with just loss of control of his.
He was one of my favorite characters on that Suicide Squad.
He was awesome. Yeah, he just the way he carries himself. He wants no violence, but at the same time he'll do what he has to if he needs to.
So did you find that when you started to use the makeup that it changed the way you behaved on stage? Did it free you up more because you were starting to put on a persona rather than being yourself, or?
Say that one more time.
As in, putting the makeup on, did it change the way you behaved on stage? Did it free you up and make you think, I'm going to act more out with the persona that I'm putting on, or were you already sort of pretty out there before you started to use the makeup as well?
It's pretty out there.
Actually, it doesn't make me act any differently. I mean, I enjoy it. It does not give me no change of attitude. I still act the same crazy that I normally act, but I will notice that when I rock out while I have the face paint on, I tend to get like this weird crackhead energy. And as Rick would describe it, is when we perform.
With face paint on.
Yeah, there you go. What Kristen just said, Energizer with face paint on. Thank you, baby.
Wait, see that's what happens with my hat. You see, it wakes us up.
Totally different person.
Totally different. Look, like that. Take the hat off. I'll try.
See, I feel the same way, Bob, when I put my Tiger King shirt on.
Well, there you go.
I feel pretty. I feel pretty. I am.
I just had you two dressing in the Tiger King shirts.
My sister, she said, if I bought you this shirt, would you wear it? And I was like, well, it depends on what one it is, because it was right when the show was really popular and it came like out, so everybody, there was like this big huge buzz, and I watched it, and I loved the show for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. And she goes, if I bought you a Tiger King shirt, would you wear it? And I'm like, well, yeah, buy me one, sure. And she bought me this one, so this is actually a gift for my sister. And she said that I would wear it.
Nice.
Well, it's like, I think I've only worn it, to be fair, about 3 times.
Is there anything
the time when we all needed it because we were all stuck in our houses because it was right during the COVID pandemic and it gave us a distraction and we all got obsessed with it.
There you go.
I did get obsessed with it.
In fairness, Sid, you've worn your wife's Daisy Dukes. Is there anything you wouldn't wear?
And there's
Bob,
Amen, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I can't stop watching it.
It's addictive. It was addictive.
Very. It was what we all needed at that time to distract.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know if everybody needed that show, but it sure as fuck was entertaining. I'll give them that.
I had just lost my job when it came on because our bar had shut down due to COVID, and I'm sitting at home like, well, what do I do now? Oh wait, Netflix.
There's a show called The Tiger King. And
there's supposed to be. I heard rumors they're coming out with the 2nd season.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm really hoping it is.
This was one of their commercials on the show right here, actually.
I love
What?
Well, in essence, that's what Joe Exotic did. I mean, honestly, he fucked your dad and your mom. And the kid. He actually probably fucked the kid too. I mean, didn't he have like a young boyfriend like in his 20s that shot himself in the fucking head?
Yeah, right on camera. I remember that.
He was like walked into the office, strung out on heroin. I don't know why I found so much entertainment in this fucking show, but we have a guy in his fucking late 50s drugging young men to get them addicted to heroin to keep them at the Tiger Ranch so he can have sex with them. And then it drove the fucking young guys out so mad that he walked into the business office and blew his fucking brains out.
What? Dude had a husband. He hasn't gotten this far in it yet, so he doesn't know. He has a husband and 2
Spoiler!
It's like Jerry Springer soap opera is what that fucking show is.
That's
oh my
Alabama
goodness!
Jerry Springer, like that was so wild when I saw.
I know what you've read, and yes, we do. We do have video evidence, Faye.
There is video. All you gotta do is just kind of. I'm not going to tell you where it's at or what show. So you have to check it out, Faye. Go through our catalog of videos that we have, and you'll have. It's going to be like a treasure hunt. And if you find it, come tell me. That's not one of my proud moments, though.
Yeah, right.
You love it, admit it. He gets to wear his wife's Daisy Dukes, and he goes in the shower with dinosaurs. What more could you ask for?
Okay, so to be fair, the backstory of why this happened, all right, is that me and the band Kinstrive and we had King Voodoo on a show. There was Bob has his 10-question quiz that we do. Whoever wins or whoever loses, I should say, has to do a forfeit. Well, my big dumb ass decided to put his foot in his mouth and say, "Oh, if I lose, I'll play a video of your guys' song in the background while I'm getting hosed down like in the Cherry Pie video on Daisy Dukes. So I lost, but I couldn't do the whole outside getting hosed down. So I hopped in the fucking shower, turned the water on, hosed myself down as I got a squirt gun dinosaurs squirted in the air.
I'm not kidding, Chris. Not only does he do that, but when he's in the shower, have you ever seen these adverts when they sort of like selling shampoo and you get a beautiful woman stands under this shower and she's got all the head action going in the water. He actually does that. Yeah, he does the head action, right? I'm not kidding.
Am I pretty now?
Splintered Reality, if you see this video, we'll write a song about it. It's a thing of legend.
It's like, hold on. Am I pretty now?
Let's do that. Let's play that video. Let's play that song.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do that for everybody. This is Splintered Reality with their song "I Am Pretty Now." I know I'm pretty. I know Joe Exotic's pretty.
I mean, look, I don't know about pretty, but I'd say I'm sexy.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that. There we go, guys. We'll be right back. You guys are watching Into the Fire. We're hanging out with Ghost from Splintered Reality. We'll be right back, guys.
Love y'all.
Nice.
That was stellar.
Yeah, that was cracking. Really good, entertaining video, but another fantastic riff in there. So, sitting around for 2 hours tracking until one pops out, definitely working for you.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, big shout out to the beautiful woman that was featured in that video, Lisa Dose. She is one of the coolest people you will ever meet, and she did a phenomenal job in that video.
I
It's also
absolutely
kind of helped
I
with the
love
whole
that video.
mask and contouring my face to where it doesn't look like I've got like a weird jawline going on.
You don't have a weird jawline. She's just one that figured out how to clean up your 5 o'clock shadow.
Truth.
Yeah, she is phenomenal.
I think the video was fucking amazing. Really, to be honest with you, I liked the idea of it. How you started off unexpected, then as the video was going on, she was getting dressed up more and more and more, and then you actually seen the final product. And it's like I think it's a great video. Good
Thank
for
you.
her to get to do it as well. Good for her to do it as well.
Oh yeah. Big shout out to everybody that really put a hand into it. That was a lot of fun. Just kind of, I don't know what it is. Something about that song between me, All Might, and Travis. We just, I don't know, like all of us, when we start playing it, we all just get some kind of weird energy going on. It just makes us go wild.
It clicks. It's got that energy. It's got that vibe about it. Listening to him sing and then listening to her sing, I think that is where that's gives you guys an identity. That's where the magic's at. You know what I mean? And then it's like you're hearing the band and how tight you guys sound playing together. Just adds an extra element to it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's really, really catchy tune.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm about to say, Rick, he's had that song written for as long as I can remember, and I remember when we had started working on it. It was just it was slowed down a little bit than what it was there, and we just kind of we sped it up and changed the riffing on it a little bit, and he had taken some time to just kind of really work on it more because originally it was a little slower than that. And I told him, I was like, we should work on some ideas and just kind of get it sped up a bit, and made it sound more today.
Well, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Because originally, Splintered Reality has been around for over 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And yeah, and he has been doing his best to get existential nerd metal to be a thing because it's fun for not just the adults, but it's fun for the kids too. And, all the parents and everybody can get in on it. It's really fun. I
enjoy so much that genre of music. I really do. And it's starting to become out more popular as the years have gone by. I've been, bands have done it here and there throughout the years, quietly a little bit. Then you have some bands that start kind of coming out a little bit more popular. But now you're starting to see it a lot more. I like the idea where people are taking ideas from science fiction and fiction stuff, Marvel, like you said. I'm a big Marvel fan. So taking ideas like that and they're turning them into music, I just think it's a cool way to connect two different ends of the spectrum, the music and the movies and the fantasy and the cosplay, and you're bringing two worlds together. And that's only a benefit to you guys as a band because those cosplayers and Marvel fans and all these they're diehard people. They are diehard fans.
We like to think of ourselves as like, we like to be able to tap into everything and be able to, relate to everyone on a specific level. And, even some of the band members like me, myself, I like to collaborate with other people, doing different songs and just, getting to know the fans, and sharing our music with them. And, they share their music with us and I take a listen and I'm just like, man, that's awesome. Let's do something, I love collaborating with everyone. It's really fun. I have my own pages out there with just Ghost and just, the what's the word I'm looking for?
The persona?
Yeah, the persona, just, everything that's just about Ghost is, I put just that material out there just so that way everybody can connect with just that persona on a certain level, but they can also connect with me too. So I like to make it easy for everyone to just, be able to talk if you want to. And, if we want to hang out, we can hang out,
But here's a question for you. I'm sorry, I don't know why the hell I've got this in me head. But as you can probably tell, looking at me, I don't have a vast experience with makeup. All right. So I'm sitting here. You've got these black eyes around me where it's on, and I'm thinking, sometimes you see makeup run. What happens if you get really hot? Does it start to run into your eyes and you sort of like start to go like this if you get really hot on while you're playing? It must be a bit awkward if you get a bit of makeup in your eye.
Lots of setting spray actually goes onto this mask so that way that everything stays put where it is. It's almost like wearing a temporary tattoo.
Right. So you put all the makeup on and then you use like what, hairspray or something all over your face to fix it?
Yeah, that's correct. So that way, like that day when we were on stage, I sat there and she puts a whole bunch of spray on my face, and that way I wouldn't sweat it off completely. Luckily, it wasn't too hot that day, so I didn't really have much of a chance to sweat it off.
We use a combination of hairspray and really high-end setting spray to keep this all staying on. And this actually happened at the Killswitch Engage concert. You can throw water on his face and it does not run. Really?
Now I'm kind of wondering, like, if you didn't put the spray on, how mean would it look at the end by the time it all run down?
Without the spray, his entire face would be black. It would be running down. It would be everywhere.
Yeah, about to say it can sweat off pretty easily if I don't put the spray on.
We learned something tonight, Bob. I did not know that you could put hairspray on your face to keep from makeup running off.
Me neither. Yeah. I'm feeling really proud of myself now.
Yeah, it's definitely not right.
My question wasn't as dumb as I thought.
Yeah, Bob, that was a valid question. You learned something with that question. Because I didn't. Yeah. I didn't know that you could put hairspray on your face like to keep the makeup on.
There you go. My work is done.
Look at that. All right, so let's play another video by you guys, shall we?
Yes, sir. Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
Let's play. Let's play. I'm going to play the acoustic version of Juggernaut.
Oh, go for it! I haven't heard that. Wow, I haven't heard that one in a while.
That's a good one.
But yeah, I'm going to play that, guys. You are watching Into the Fire with Bob, and me. We're hanging out with Ghost from Splintered Reality. We'll be right back, folks.
Much love, guys.
Like an angel of vengeance with clipped wings, the screams of your progeny assail my ears. I could never have pity on those beings. Falling from heaven, I plummet into your fears. In the furnace of rage I have been forged, sharpening my hatred to a razor-sharp sword. Swinging that neck, love to obtain my retribution. For destruction of my happiness or reap the persecution. I cannot forgive you for what I've become. I cannot forgive you. Like an angel of vengeance with clipped wings, the screams of your progeny assail my ears. I could never have pity on those beings. We're falling from heaven, I plummet into your fears. I cannot forgive you for what I've become. I cannot forgive you for what I've become. I cannot forgive you. I cannot be moved. I cannot be stopped. I'm the thing you fear, a human juggernaut. I cannot be moved. I cannot be stopped. I'm the thing you fear, a human juggernaut. I cannot be moved. I will not be stopped. I'm the thing you fear, a human juggernaut. A human juggernaut. A human juggernaut. Thank you for calling.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, that was a
Welcome back, guys.
cool song, wasn't it, Bob?
I like that. That was really good. And another really interesting video to go along with it. So,
Heck
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
that's that song right there is actually one song that we have not performed live. Actually,
Really?
not acoustically, no. Electronically, now yes.
I like it.
Mm.
I like the song.
It's
I like
a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Now, what is the
Actually-
singer's name again? What's the singer's name?
The singer's name, Mr. Rick Wise.
Man, he's got a good voice. I like his voice. He's got a creepy tone to it.
I dig it too. He's definitely got one heck of a voice. Like just the way he practices his vocal warm ups and the way he carries himself on stage.
Oh, he can work a crowd.
He annihilates it.
It's like you hear hints of like Marilyn Manson in it, almost to a point. Certain parts where he has his vocal tone hits a certain part of it. Reminds me of like some very young Marilyn Manson, like back from like one of his first couple albums.
Oh wow.
For me, that's what it
Like,
sounds like for me.
Lunchbox and everything was coming out.
I dig his voice. I wish I lived closer to you guys. I would come watch you guys play live. I think that would be a fun show to check out.
Well, I believe we're working on getting some shows lined up. I know, like I said, after we had played Blue Ridge, we're trying to talk to some other bands out there, trying to see if we can maybe either catch a tour with them or, open for somebody or, I know last time I checked, we saw that We Came as Romans had headlined over there at the Blind Tiger on Greensboro. October 7th, along with The Devil Wears Prada and Dayseeker and Hollow Front.
Nice. So was the Blue Ridge, was that pretty much the biggest gig you've done so far then, or audience-wise? Was the Blue Ridge, was that the biggest gig that you've performed at so far?
Yes, that was actually the first gig we performed since COVID had started.
Mm-hmm.
How fun was that?
It was, wow. It was mind-blowing, man. It was mind-blowing.
There was a good crowd there. Wasn't our bands like Dying Oath was there as well, right?
Yeah, big shout out to Dying Oath, Mindy Jackson. Yeah, they were there.
We actually got to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Mindy is such
posted them up all over the page.
Mindy is such a nice lady. I just love what she represents, what she stands for. I've had the band on the show before with Mindy and actually the whole band on the shows. One of the very anniversary, we had our anniversary here at Interdita Media, October 7th.
Nice.
I want to believe we had her on like the second month we even started, like in November. I think we had Dying Oath on
I
our
remember
show.
that show.
Oh, wow.
So she,
Awesome.
and I think, and then we had her and her, I think it was her girlfriend on at the time. They was doing a little bit of acoustic duets together. They was singing together while I think her girlfriend was playing the ukulele or something. But I tell you, Mindy is a screamer, but she also has a phenomenal voice as well. Clean voice.
Believe it or not, I'm actually Sid and Bob. I'm actually going to be working on a solo project for myself soon. I've discovered my voice as well, and just have been. I was originally a vocalist for Angels and Demons at one point in time, and we've kind of just tapered off, and now I'm looking at doing something new.
Nice. Nice, yeah, it is good.
It seems like you're you like being active and you like being creative. You like creating things, and that's good. Me and you are a lot alike, because I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything if I'm not creating anything.
Exactly. That's right. I mean, it's one of those things, us as artists, no matter what kind of artistry we're trying to do, we're always trying to create something out of nothing.
And if it doesn't work, we keep creating until it does.
Exactly. Love it.
And believe me, I go through a lot of ideas that are just complete shit, but I'll try it at least once.
We have a saying in our household: "Fuck around and find out."
Well, my philosophy is
nothing gained.
A lot of people have followed me throughout the last couple of years. A lot of people that watch this later has followed me in the pagan community, and I used to tell everybody one of the two most powerful words in magic or anything you do in life is fuck it. You don't know if it's going to work, if it's not going to work until you try it. A lot of the times we tend to hold ourselves back because we're afraid of what people might think of us for doing it, or they think, well, nobody wants to hear the negative reaction because it sucked. And I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care if it's a failure. I'm not scared that it's not going to be a good idea, because you don't know if it's going to work until you try it. Fuck it.
Exactly.
It's find out.
It's kind of like one of the reasons Rick actually says that if you don't share us with your friends, share us with your enemies.
Right? Somebody's going to like you.
If you don't like us, cool. If you like us, great.
That's a lesson that I've learned throughout the years of doing what I've done. That's the best advice, because we tend to hold ourselves back, and creative people like you or I, we've gotten to that point in our lives that we're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Don't try it. I try it at least once. And if I don't feel comfortable with it, I won't do it again.
Where'd you learn that from?
You.
So tell us, Chris, real quick, a quick update, or what does the band have coming up in the near future that you would like to get a shout out to?
Honestly, right now we are working on new music. We have this next album that we are working on releasing soon, and Rick, I don't know if I have your permission, but I'm going to just let them know the name of it anyway, but they do have something to look forward to. It is called Breaking the Fourth Wall.
Oh, nice.
So be on the lookout for that. I do not know what our plans are for that right now. We are still in the process of getting the studio back together and getting the songs worked on again. Right now, we're just in process of writing and trying to find another show near us or somewhere out of state. Or we're actually looking into getting into some Comic Cons too.
Oh, that would be balls.
Yeah, say it again.
That would be balls.
Oh yeah, we're definitely trying to work on it, man. We have been talking to a lot of people. I actually met a few connections at Blue Ridge that are looking at getting us into some places. So I'm definitely trying to get SR out there again so we can, put on a really nice show for you guys.
That's cool that you got so much stuff going on, man. Also, I want to say we're going to end tonight's show, but before we do, we got a couple announcements. But before that, I want to say thank you once again. I know that I canceled on you at the last very minute a week ago before I got to the show. I do apologize for that. And as soon as we had an opening,
man. I mean, look, I appreciate you for bringing us onto your show and giving us the time that you can. It's a lot of love, and we appreciate it. And we respect that, man. So it's no worries. It's an honor to be on the show.
Facebook Jill happened.
Facebook Jill's happened a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, we were kind of lucky this time. It was only a week, wasn't it?
The last time, I think I got Well, the last time I got Joe, was it about a 5-6 month stretch?
Something like that, yeah. So we've been kind of lucky to get back quickly this time.
Get yourself to the UK.
Yes, that's what.
I mean, Splintered Reality is not opposed to traveling. That is for sure. You know.
Well, you're getting yourself spread around here because Jesus publicised that's based in the UK. I'm based in the UK. Ina in the chat group's based in Greece. So, you know, Splintered Reality have been heard far and wide tonight.
Y'all went global. What?
Say that again.
Said you guys just went global. What?
I know, right?
Thanks again, Ghost, for popping on
Yeah,
on such a short notice.
If I can make a quick comment, Bob, I love your accent, man. Where are you originally from?
Me, I've always lived in the northeast of England.
Wow. Well, hey, it's very nice to meet you, and I absolutely love your accent. I think I could listen to you talk all day.
Well, thanks very much. I often do.
He's my Alfred. I'm Batman. He's like my Alfred.
Alfred.
No, that's not
That's a perfect reference. Got the Alfred right here. There you go, Bruce. Bruce Wayne. There you go.
I am
Hey,
Bruce
look,
Wayne.
if you need a Robin, my dog's name is Robin.
There you go.
I'm going to need a sidekick so the dog's hired.
Do I have to put my tux on for one of the shows?
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in this weekend for the Until the Fire. Thanks again for Ghost coming on and hanging out with us tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Or Interdemon Media for taking time to interview us. And like I said, I hate all the members couldn't be here, but we all send you our love. And shout out to Sid and Bob for interviewing Ghost and Splintered Reality. Much love.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for coming on.
Be sure to check us out tomorrow. We got me and Bob this week. We had an interview with Scouser and Scott, right?
That's right. Yeah, Scouser and the Scott. Scouser's a term that we use.
I'll say Chris is pretty good at keeping me up to date with everything. So I'm definitely gonna check you guys out a lot more.
You'll find out a bit more about us in that show. Yeah. Scousers in a certain area of Britain that people get referred to as Scousers, and obviously Scots are Scottish. So, we're on the other side of the interview tomorrow night, aren't we?
Yeah, that was your first time, Bob, being an actual guest on the show, wasn't it, buddy?
It was the first time I've been on as the guest since I first appeared with you.
Bob's gone Hollywood. Oh, wow. So, yeah, be sure, everybody, to check out the YouTube. We'll be sharing it out tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow, Sunday. I'm sure once Ian and Jonathan post it, we'll be sharing it out. It's exclusively on YouTube. So you won't be able to watch it here on Facebook, but you can go to their YouTube channel, watch it. Make sure when you're watching it, subscribe, like, and share it out as well. We got that tomorrow with Bob, our guest. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The shit we get ourselves into, Bob, right?
Exactly, but you have to try, don't you?
Gotta learn how to venture out there a little bit, right?
You're right.
That's it.
Everybody, reminder also as well, October 25th, we have the official launch of Interdemon Media. We are moving to websites. We are moving radio stations. This is big time for us. Me and Bob, we're really excited about this. We are ready to launch it.
Possible. I definitely would like to either get a shirt from you guys, or maybe represent the media, like get a tattoo or something of it.
I am working currently on some new merch for Interdemon Media. We're going to be launching it. We're going to be launching that new merch line.
We'll definitely be ordering a shirt or two.
I think I'm going to launch the official merch line the week before the website launch. So I got that coming up. We got October 25th, Bob's show. The Bob Bone Show will be a Halloween special that Monday, all week long. It's going to be nothing but radio shows with Halloween specials. So that's going to be fun.
Wow. Heck yeah. That's
a lot of cool shit coming up, Bob.
Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. But before we go and play the final song, Sid, I just want you to sit up perfectly straight if you could. That's it. Come a bit closer in. A bit further up. Spot on, just there. Not too far. Okay, I just noticed that your screens were reflecting in your glasses, and I thought later I'm going to get a still of that and see if I can zoom in and see us in your glasses.
Yeah, well, hopefully we go as well. Be sure tune in next week. Okay, so Talking with Demons is coming on at 5 o'clock as always, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. for you guys across the pond. Me and Bob are having a Talking with Demons. We're going to have a paranormal episode of Talking with Demons, where me and Bob are going to be watching paranormal clips and see if we can see what's going on outside in that as the veil is thinning. All part of the whole Halloween thing we're doing here on Inner Demon Media. So me and Bob are going to be kind of like ghost hunters. We're going to be watching clips, seeing if we can see like spirits or hauntings or apparitions, or we're hearing the voices. And then on that Saturday, on Into the Fire, we have Circus 66 on the show. Super excited for that. We'll be making posts later. We got a full.
Could be fun.
We got a fun few next couple of weeks here on Inner Demon Media. It's Halloween season. All right, guys, we're out of here. We're going to end tonight's show. Thanks again, Ghost Bob. All right, buddy. Thank you. And
Thanks for joining us, guys.
we're going to end tonight's
Great night.
video with their. This is another Splintered Reality video with their song Stargazer. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next weekend.
Awesome.
The star you linked your dreams to is already dead or dying. Burned up before you saw it, but you must stand defiant. Hold on to what you're feeling while you watch it suffocating. Keep searching for your true home while the void keeps on calling. The darkness is faster than you ever will be. I will embrace you. You will become me. The darkness is faster than you ever will be. I will embrace you, and you'll grow to love me. I find myself suffocating, even while the world is burning, and you succumb to entropy, and all your wishes amount to nothing. See, I'm still trained to the dying embers. I hold the light while my fear is burning. I won't let my doubts define me, and in the distance the void keeps calling. The darkness is faster than you ever will be. I will embrace you, and you will become me. The darkness is faster than you ever will be. I will embrace you, and you'll grow to second star to the right, straight up to morning. Yeah. Second star to the right is where my dreams began. Second star to the right is that forever. Second star to the right, straight on to morning. Second star to the right, my dreams began. Second star to the right, it's not forever. Till I dig your grave like Peter Pan.